Good morning, everyone, guys and gals. It's really hot Labor Day morning here in the islands. It's been really hot all summer. 94 yesterday. Even in June it was like 89. So, my friend came back from Tokyo about 2 weeks ago, and she went rummaging through her younger sister's. She was staying in Tokyo at her sister and her niece's house, and she went through her sister's perfume collection and found these. This is a 30 ml, came out in 1994, Tendre Poison, Dior Poison, and here is a Chanel No. 5 Parfum. I think it's probably about 4 ml or something. It doesn't say. Maybe you guys saw it. And she stole these. She'll bring them back. She stole these for me to check them out. So here, I already ruined the presentation. Here we go. You've probably seen something like this before. I have this on my hand. It's, I guess it's pure Parfum. Maybe it's a little less potent, but it's thick. It's on my hand. It smells like Chanel No. 5. It smells deep. A dabber. I opened this partially. I didn't take the top off. I unscrewed it, and then you can smell it, and the juices came out as I tipped it on my hand. And then on my upper arm, I have this on, which smells like more fresh, more light. But this smells like the real stuff. Jasmine, aldehydes, a blend of florals and whatnot. Comes in this. And this is from maybe the 80s or early 90s or so. This you can't get anymore. Poison's all about vanilla, I think. Tuberose, I looked it up. It said tuberose, and I go, yeah. I was thinking jasmine, but it didn't say anything about jasmine. But tuberose, vanilla, and some woods. I like it. I could pull this off, I think. Tendre Poison. It's an absolutely pristine, full bottle. And you can't get this anymore. I have it on my hand here. I put a fresh spray on. Now, what she originally, her mission was, she got a cheap dollar store from the 100 yen, an atomizer, one of those glitzy, thin, long atomizers, and filled it with about maybe 1 ml or of the original Dior Poison, which she didn't bring back the bottle, and that was dark brown juice. It was old, the real stuff. And quick story, we were in the Japanese consulate. She had to do some paperwork, small office, clean, hot, and then she gives me this atomizer to spray. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was some kind of drugstore perfume, so I sprayed half a spray on my wrist, and I thought it smelled nice. I didn't put two and two together. And she's filling out paper, and I go, Chaki-san, what is this? And what did you give me? And then she looks at me with her eyes and goes, that's the poison. And all of a sudden I started smelling it. I smelled the vanilla, the plum. It started rising from my arm, and slowly but surely, I'm pretty sure, filled the whole entire office. And the people working, the Japanese people working behind the glass partition as you're trying to get a visa or green card or passport. I knew that they could probably start smelling the original Dior Poison from the 80s, just like in Paris when they outlawed it from restaurants because every gal in Paris was wearing it and you couldn't taste your food. They would say, please, ladies, no Dior Poison. So that was a pleasure to smell. She still has that atomizer. Thick, heavy vanilla. I got iris. And of course, jasmine. Nothing like the stuff today. And then she laid this on me. And this is a pleasure to smell. So, the opening, a little fresh, floral, woody, and then sweet. Vanilla is the backbone of Poison, I believe. And then I'm getting the tuberose, which I don't mind, I like a lot. Here's the dry down. Longevity. That half a spray of the original Poison lasted until I had to wash it a couple of times. So, just a pleasure to experience this old bottle of 5, which this collection here. This smells like Dior Homme, I'm sorry, Chanel number 5 Low compared to this stuff. I got stuff on my arm. I'm getting confused now though, but here's some history right here. And once again, Christian Dior. Tendre Poison, 1994. Of course, you can't wear any perfume in Tokyo in the summertime. It's so hot and humid. I mean, it's just not comfortable, especially this summer in Tokyo. But they do have cold weather right out after this, so in the fall and winter time, which is very on the opposite end, cold, I envy them. I wish I could get the seasons. There it is. Here where I live, my collection is mostly beloved summer stuff. So just a little nostalgia. I'm just really happy to smell something like this. And then, of course, this Chanel, definitely wearable. Put some on your finger, behind your ear. Half a dab behind the ear, half a dab behind the other ear, and then one more on the wrist, and then tap. That's probably all that you would need. So, it's just kind of interesting when you find some gems in people's closets. So, thanks to Chiaki-san for bringing this. And she likes to get her nose on a lot of my collection. And of course, someone from Japan or a big city like Tokyo or New York, in the past, they have been certainly Chanel fans. But Dior, a little something different. So I think she's a Dior girl. I think I might want her to wear the new Poison Girl, even though we're not teenagers or 20 years old. So, but the Ruby Red edition I got last year. I let friends wear this, my family. And I don't pull this off. I don't wear this. I wouldn't wear this, but I'd wear the Poison. And of course, Hypnotic Poison. Smells like the Pegasus, right? So I don't know if she's a Dior girl or a Chanel girl or both, but you're usually one or the other. Anyway, for you enthusiasts, just wanted to show that to you. Okay, so stay cool this Labor Day weekend and out of trouble. And I wish to find something like this in the future and bring to you guys. Thanks a lot. Aloha.